We're actually going to go in the side entrance, but if you can see, we do have an exterior queue here, and then inside, right inside this door here is an interior queue. So it is climate controlled in there. So our guests will wait here, go inside where there's some fun music and mirrors, and then into the station, which is black lit. And again, our station can only hold so many, so most of your experience is spent in this themed queue area. We're going to go in the accessible door, we're going to start in the station, and then we're going to walk down into the box, which is in the ride area, and then our maintenance area as well. So this is where you're standing right now is our accessible load. So if we have guests that have accessibility needs, they're going to come in through this door and load in here. We do have 3 cars that can park in the station in a dispatch, load or unload location. We do run 6 cars in the main season, but if we see that our attendance is lower, we can take 1 or 2 off, just depending, just so that it works a little bit better. This ride is, needs to be timed, it needs to be spaced appropriately. So we've been very successful with the 6-car operation. Does anybody have any questions about the station or operations at all? We have had a very successful year. We were talking as we were walking that this has been probably one of our most reliable new attractions that we've had when it comes to downtime. As for a new attraction, you expect there to be some sort of downtime in the first operating year to work out things and to kind of get familiar with the attraction. This one, our downtime was very minimal. If we did have any sort of downtime, it was back up and running within minutes, contributing that to the manufacturer, but also our maintenance staff as well. So we're going to head down into the box area, which is this attraction, this area down here. Just ask that you kind of remain in one area, not all over the box, because there's trip hazards and things like that. And then there's right across is our maintenance area where they do have cars that are available to be looked at, and they can answer any questions that you might have too. So we're going to head down. You can just follow me. We can open this up.
Ooh, this is super cool.
It's funny, you got it. 611.
So if you want to come on in so we can get everybody in. We didn't have a chance to do this for the last group because we were running short on time, but we are going to show you what it looks like with the lights off and then turn back on. So for safety purposes, please just stay where you are. Ooh. So of course you can imagine that this would come down, so this wouldn't be here. So really the only light that you would even remotely see would be the light. Was that too fast?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. Just a minute. Just a minute. Hold on.
The thing is when you go back and you see, other people from the last group, you can't tell them. No, those are like confidential. You can't show them because then they'll be mad at us. I know it's going to be all over. Yeah.
We'll tell them that's what you get for rushing to the ride first.
That's very true. Is everybody good? We can go ahead and flip those lights back on.
Yep.
Okay. They helped us with theming. We had external sound and things like that. So if you've not ridden it, there is sound inside this area, and then sound effects as you go through certain different areas of the attraction. And we can change that sound depending on the season. So for Halloween, it takes on that type of sound, and then for Christmas as well. So we're able to change it. So it's ran up through Christmas. It did. Yep. It's from opening week, when we opened this until December 31st, this attraction was operational. So it's been very successful. And we actually have cars over here that if you want to take a look, and if you have questions about the track or anything mechanical that I probably cannot answer, the gentleman behind me can. So please ask them.
I have a question. Do you guys have some sort of a dampener for the spinning? Because it spins, but it doesn't go like crazy spin?
The older design cars were limited to 30 RPM, but we do not have that on ours. It was an upgrade. The manufacturer determined that it wasn't necessary. They never really hit 30 RPM. Okay. So no, in a sense. All the spin is limited essentially by the weight and how it's loaded. If you have every seat loaded, all 4 people, it's going to give you a less aggressive ride. If you have 2 in the front or 2 in the back, and depending on where you have your loaded as to where the spin imparts. Up here on break 2, what they call the Sultan's Palace is where it actually starts to spin. That's what's going to determine more or less how the ride goes.
Some companies use a counterweight to load their spinning coasters. Does Mauerzona use one or no?
No, they do not. Strictly just by how the car's loaded.
And for those of you who have ridden it, it's not a very aggressive spin at all, which is nice. Even if you do kind of off balance load it, it's not. And again, it doesn't, like Buzz said, it doesn't release until that location anyway to spin. Any other questions?
Were there any other thoughts of designs as opposed to Funhouse? Was there any other?
When we went through the planning process, there were a lot of design ideas put out. I think we really wanted to take it back to what we had in the past, really kind of honor what was here before. So once that idea was put out there, that was pretty much it. It was run with. So there were different names thrown around. I mean, names took a while, but I think we're happy with what was picked. Anything else? Yes, sir.
What was the total construction cost?
Oh, a lot. No. For that, I don't have a number for you, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure that I could share. But it definitely was. Mauer, this is an off-the-shelf type of attraction, is what they call it. It wasn't designed specifically for Hershey, as in some cases like Sky Rush would have been. But this is the first one that is indoors, so that's what made it a little bit different. So there are different components to it because it is indoors. But you're more than welcome to walk into the maintenance area here and take a look, and you'll be able to see the cars.
Oh, not on these.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
There's no counterweight.
Yeah, I know.
Locker unlock.
Can you do that one more time? Sure.
How do you get it pointed in the right direction?
The car?
Yeah.
Well, if you leave the
there's
station,
the rollers.
yeah, if you leave the station facing forward, there's no guarantee that you're going to return to the station facing forward. So
It catches these rollers to get it pointed.
there's a great big long alignment beam out there. Has a pneumatic cylinder on it, a dampening cylinder, and also a bunch of springs.
Once everybody kind of starts.
And for anybody interested in American Coaster Enthusiasts, aceonline.org. All the information is there to join. We have memberships starting at $20. It's a 6-month trial membership. Very easy to get in, sign up online, and come and join us. We have a great time. All kinds of events, magazines, newsletters. We get off-season tours like this at various amusement parks when they're putting in coasters. So there's a lot of benefits to joining other than riding the coasters.